Hi, good morning, team. Now we are going to continue our class. So, guys, today we are going to discuss one of the question for Hexaware adjustment. Now, guys, so here this is the thing. Question number one. Tell me about yourself. So, guys, this is a very important question which they used to ask in every interview, and this is the first question which they will ask. Okay, so your first answer should be very impressive because you will not get the second chance to create the first impression. So what exactly your answer will be? So imagine that this is your resume. So first here you have to say what is your name, how much experience you have, how much experience you have, currently you are working in which organization, and since how long time you are working in the organization, and then these all profile summary you have to say in a shuffled manner. Okay, so that is the thing. This is what you guys have to pass the message. So imagine that what exactly your answer will be. So here you have to say, hi, my name is Vishnu. I have close to 4 years of work experience. Currently I'm working in ABC Technologies. Okay, means in which company you are working. So currently I'm working in ABC Technologies since June 2018. I have good knowledge. I have good knowledge about the SQL. I have well experience in the integration testing and regression testing of various application, experience on the waterfall model and the agile methodology, good knowledge on the data warehouse testing and ETL process, good experience in the writing down the test case and execution involved in writing down the test case and execution. Okay, comment oriented, result oriented, and interested to learn the new technologies, involved in mind and interested in learn concept like skills and implementing. Means these all things, these all profile summary guides you have to say in a shuffled manner. Don't say line by line, otherwise they may feel that you are reading the resume. Okay, so that's it. This is your introduction. Now, question number two. Tell me about your project roles and responsibilities. Okay, so this is the very second important question which they used to ask in the interviews. Tell me about your project. So what exactly your answer will be? So consider example, imagine that this is your resume. Okay, and in this resume, project is mentioned. So here, this is your project. So what exactly your answer will be? First, you have to say, guys, your client name, then you have to say your project name, okay, and then you have to say this description part, and then you have to say these all responsibilities in a shuffled manner. It is absolutely fine if you guys say some of the responsibilities from the another project also, because in every project we are performing same task. Okay, so what exactly your answer will be? So here, first you have to say that currently I'm working for the project for the client Atom Bank PLC for the project HKIY, and then you have to say this Atom Bank. Okay, so Atom Bank is what? So Atom Bank PLC is a bank in the United Kingdom, and it is the first United Kingdom bank to build for the smartphone without having any branches, and the first digital challenger bank. The company is based in Durham, England, and Atom is authorized to be a prudential regulation authority and regulated by financial FCA. Okay, and then this is the thing. So this all description part you guys have to say in your own language, but in a shuffled manner. Once the description is done, then you have to say, in this project, I am responsible for running the job flow and running the jobs and working for the ETL process, perform the column data mapping between source table and target table. I'm involved in the functional study of the application. I'm identify the test case and regression testing, defect analyzing and reporting into the QC, verifying the data which is loaded into the target table, interaction with the BA and the dev team to resolve any issues, reporting daily status to the daily status to the team lead or manager. Okay. Minimum 12 to 13 responsibilities you guys have to say. Minimum. So that you have to say. It is absolutely fine, guys, if you add few of the responsibilities from the another project also. Because in every project, we are performing the same task. Working point of view, there will be no difference. Okay. Now, question number next. Explain snowflake schema and star schema. So guys, here what you have to say. So star schema is nothing. It is a centrally located table which will be available. Sorry, star schema will have centrally located one fact table which will be surrounded by multiple dimension table, and the all dimension table will be attached to the fact table. Here the fact table will contain foreign key, dimension table will contain primary key and optional foreign key. And what is snowflake schema? So snowflake schema is nothing, it is just an extension of the star schema. It will have centrally located one fact table which will be surrounded by multiple dimension table, which will be surrounded by multiple dimension table, and those all dimension table will be attached to the fact table. Okay, and that dimension table will have another extension. So here on the same manner, fact table will contain foreign key, dimension table will contain primary key and optional foreign key. Okay, now question number 4. What is the difference between star schema and snowflake schema? So here, what is the difference, guys? The star schema will have centrally located fact table where all the dimension table will be directly connected to the fact table. Star schema will have centrally located one fact table which is surrounded by dimension table, and all the dimension table will be directly connected to the fact table. There will be no extension. There will be no extension for the dimension table. But here in the snowflake schema, the data here also we will have centrally located one fact table which will be surrounded by multiple dimension table. But here the dimension table will have the extension. Here the dimension table will have the extension. Okay. Now, what is fact table and dimension table? So what is a fact table? So fact table is nothing. It is a centrally located table which will be available either in the star schema or snowflake schema. Whether it will be available in the star schema or snowflake schema, guys. Okay. So here the fact table will contain foreign key and fact table will contain numerical value. Apart from numerical value, it will not contain any data. What is dimension table? So dimension tables are nothing. Dimension table will be also available either in the star schema and snowflake schema. Here, the dimension table will contain primary key and optional foreign key. The dimension table can contain any type of data. Any type of data means what? Any type of data means it may contain numerical value, it may contain date value, it may contain uh, alphanumeric value, it may contain special character value. In one line, you can say dimension table is having no limit. It can contain any type of data. But fact table will always contain fact table will always contain numerical value. It is mandatory. Without um in the fact table, apart from numerical value, it will not contain any data, guys. Now explain analytical function and their syntax. So here, what are the analytical function, guys? Anyone have any idea?
Rank dense ranks.
Exactly. Rank, dense rank. These are the analytical functions. Somewhere, sum, max, mean, average, and count. This is also considered as a analytical function only. If they're calling analytical function, what are the analytical functions are there? Then here rank, dense rank, sum, max, mean, average, and count. Okay, these are analytical function. But aggregate function means their rank, dense rank will not come. Okay, that is the thing. And what is the syntax? So here first we have to say the syntax for sum. Imagine that select sum of salary from table name, select max of salary, select mean of salary, select AVG of salary, select count of salary from the table names. Okay. But somewhere only they used to consider only rank and dense rank. They don't consider like sum, max, mean, average, and count. So for safer side, because you have no idea because what type of interviewer will be there and what he will think. Because maybe due to his knowledge gap, you will lose the thing. That is the truth. So what exactly you have to say? So first you say rank, dense rank, and then you say sum, max, mean, average, and count. Don't say beginning sum, max, mean, average, and count, and then rank and dense rank. Because if you will say, imagine that Anjani is taking the interview. She knows the analytical function is rank and dense rank. And Ajit is giving the interview. So what Ajit told? Ajit told some max, mean, average count. The moment he has started, then some negative feedback he got. Okay, Anjani got some negative feedback. No, I feel that he don't know the answer. And then he told rank and dense rank. So somehow he will convince, but not up to that mark. Okay, but if he will say first rank and dense rank, and then he will say some max, mean, average, and count, then first answer is correct, which she was expecting, and something has been added. Okay, so somehow she will be convinced. So it do matter a lot, guys, in the interview how we used to deliver the interview, the answer in the interviews. Okay, so and the next one is what we were discussing: rank and dense rank. So some max, mean, average, and count. I told the syntax. Next one is rank and dense rank. So here you can just say select ID, comma name, comma location, comma salary, comma rank, open bracket, close bracket, over, then again open the bracket, order by salary, descending, close the bracket, as salary rank from table name. Okay, and what about dense rank? Then dense rank syntax is same to same. Just in place of rank, we have to mention dense rank. Means what will be the syntax? Wait, I will mention over here so that you guys will have the record also. Select, imagine that I will apply for employees table. Select employee ID, comma first name, comma salary, comma rank, open bracket, close bracket, over, order by salary, descending as salary rank from table name, means from employees. Okay, the moment we will execute, guys. Now here you can see this rank has been defined. Okay, if I don't mention, so you will see. I will not rename. Then here you can see a rank has been assigned for all the people. Rank functionality, it will skip the serial number. Technically, you can say rank will give non-consecutive values. Next one is dense rank. What is the syntax for dense rank? So entire syntax will be same to same. Just in place of rank, we have to mention dense rank. Okay, that's it. Now, so you can see this is what we got the result. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So dense rank functionality is non-technical, you can say. It will not skip the serial number. Technically, you can say it will give consecutive values. Okay. Now, next one is, what are the key challenges you faced during ETL process? So guys, the very common challenges for the ETL test during the ETL process is data loss during the ETL process. Okay, sometimes what will happen that the moment we are loading the data from the source table to the target table, here data loss will happen. Data loss will happen, guys. Okay, means imagine that in the source table I have 100 records. The moment I was loading the data in the target table, some of the record got rejected. Why it got rejected? The reason is maybe some environmental issue, maybe mapping issue, maybe path was not assigned properly. So it could be anything. So the very common challenges during the ETL process is data loss during the ETL process. Sometimes we will get the complex BRD document. So if we are getting the very complex BRD document, business requirement document, and the requirement is not very crystal clear and we are facing the issue, at that time we contact our team lead or manager, okay, or business analyst to explain the BRD document. Okay, because in the interview, the moment you are passing the concern, means you are passing the challenges for the ETL testing along with the challenges till the solution also, guys. Okay, so it will give some different impression. Don't say only um, challenges. Say the challenges, reason, and the solution. Okay, so what was the first challenge? Means normal challenge, data loss. Correct. Why you were facing the issue? Due to, you can say, environmental issue. Maybe the path was not assigned properly. Maybe due to very high volume of the data. Okay, so these things happen and so on. So another BRD document was not very crystal clear. Another means sometimes we get the very frequent changes. Okay, so those are the things. So frequent changes will not fall under the challenge, that will fall under the requirements. But these are the very common challenges. What is regression testing? Okay. So what is the regression testing? So regression testing is nothing. After incorporating new changes in the project, the old functionality of the project should not be broken. Technically, that is called regression testing. That is called regression testing. What is retesting? So retest,
Vishnu, can you please repeat with this one regression?
yeah. Okay. So what is the regression testing? So regression testing is nothing. After incorporating new changes in the project, the old functionality of the project should not be broken. That is called regression testing. Okay.
Okay.
No problem. Now 10 a.m. batch, sorry, for the 10 a.m. batch, you guys just observe the things. Okay. Because for you people, most of the thing is not covered. It is a part of informatica and all. Okay. So it's not covered. So no problem. These all are our content also. No issue. Now. So now question number 10. What is sanity testing? So guys, what do you mean by sanity testing? So sanity testing means the portion of the project testing. Portion of the project testing is called sanity testing. Okay. Means what? Means consider one example. Imagine that there are total 10 modules are there in a project. So what you are doing? You are doing the testing only for module 5 or module 7. So only some portion you are checking. You are not checking the entire module, means module 1 to module 10. Okay. So the portion of the project testing is called sanity testing. Okay. Now, next one is RDM. So guys, what do you mean by RDM? So RDM is nothing. RDM, this is also known as pass-through disk. Okay. And it is nothing. It is just a mapping files that act as a proxy for the physical device. Okay, that is RDM. Technically, it is not the part of ETL, guys. It is not the part of ETL. So RDM is what? So this is also known as pass-through disk. Okay, pass-through disk. Or somewhere it is also called as RD, RDBMS. Okay, RDBMS, Relational Database Management System or Relational Database Management. Now, question number 12. What is rank and dense rank? So just now, guys, we have discussed in the analytical function, correct? So what is rank? So rank functionality is it will skip the serial number. Dense rank, so dense rank functionality, it will not skip the serial number. Technically, you can say rank will give non-consecutive values. Rank will give this one, this rank. So rank will give non-consecutive values. Non-consecutive value means not in the serial number. What about dense rank? So dense rank functionality is it will give the consecutive values, means it will give the data in the serial numbers. Okay, like that. What is initial load and incremental load? So guys, what is the initial load and what is the incremental load? So initial load is nothing. Loading first time data. Loading first time data in the blank target table is called initial load. What is incremental load? So incremental load is nothing. Loading partial data over the same target table where we already have the record in the technical language. It is called incremental load. Okay. What is the difference between initial load, incremental load, and full load? So guys, what is the difference? So initial load is what? Loading first time data in the blank target table. Remember in the Informatica class, for every class, we were creating fresh blank target table for every topic, correct? And then we were loading the data. Technically, that is called initial load. And incremental load is what? So incremental load is nothing guys, loading partial data. Loading partial data over the same target table where we already have the record in the technical language that is called incremental load. That is called incremental load. Okay, here partial data will be loaded. What do you mean by full load? So loading all the data from the source table to the target table is called full load. Okay, that is called full load. 1 minute, guys. Give me 1 minute. Now, next topic is substring. What is substring, guys? So substring is nothing. Substring will give you guys the portion of the string. It will display the result, the portion of the string. Portion of the string means what? Means technically you can say the character value. Non-technically you can say from the character value or from any value. If we want to see some portion, consider example that from Ajankya. Ajankya is a name, correct? So from this, what we want to see? So imagine that we want to see first three letter only. So how we can get it? We can get it by using substring. Okay. So here we will see better example. Okay. Consider one example. Imagine that I have one table. Okay. This table is their employees table. First name is here. So from the first name, imagine that I want to know the mm, initial letter. From the first name, I want to know only initial letter. Okay, so that how we can get it. So here I will just mention select. I will just mention first name column also. Okay, so that it will be good. First name, then SUBSTR. This is the substring, guys. Open the bracket over which column you want to apply. So we want to apply for the first name, correct? So I will mention first underscore name. Okay, now which value you want to see? So I want to see the starting value. Okay, so after first name, we have to mention comma, then starting value. What the starting value you want? I want this letter, first letter. So we will mention one, comma. What is the ending letter you want? So I want that then only it should get ended. Means first letter only. So I will mention one. Close bracket from table name and from employees. Semicolon executed. The moment we execute, you can see what is the first name? Ellen. From the Ellen first name, E we got. For Sundar, S we got. Mose, M we got. David, D we got. Okay, imagine that. No, no, Vishnu. Actually, I want to know the two letter, initial two letter. Means from the Ellen, I want EL. For Sundar, I want SU. Mose, MO, like that. Is it possible? Yes. So here what we have to do? Substring column name. Means over which column you want to apply? Starting value. What is the starting value? So first letter. What is the ending value? So second letter. So here you can just mention 2 and execute it. Now you can see for the ln you got el, for Sundar you got su, for Mose you got mo, like that. If I will mention 3, okay, then observe what will happen. So initial 3 letter we will get from the ln ell, for Sundar sun, for Mose moz, for David dav, okay, and so on. So this is the okay. Now imagine that, guys, if I will mention over here 4, then what will happen? Anyone, any idea?
4 letters.
Up to 4 letters.
Up to 4 letter we will get. Okay, you can see for the ln e Sundar sund and so on. Imagine that here if I will mention 2, then what will happen?
Except starting letter 2 to 4, between 2 to 4.
Now you can see from the second letter, starting first name, starting value. What is the starting value? Means 2 I had mentioned. 2 means second letter. Means from the ln, L is the second letter, so L will be start. L will start. So you can see L has been started. And after 2, what I had mentioned, I mentioned 4. Means from this letter, which is the fourth letter. So fourth letter is after L, Len, N is the fourth letter, you can see. N we get. Okay, means starting value is second letter and ending value is fourth letter. Fourth letter means here most of the people used to get confused. They will feel that from the first fourth letter it will come. Means E will they will consider as the first letter and from there up to fourth letter. Answer is no. Answer is no. Starting value is 2 means from the second letter it will come. And from the second letter, the fourth letter will get counted. Okay, so here you can see it is coming like that. No problem.
Vishnu,
Hmm.
in row number 7, you can just see the Amit name. Then
Hmm.
it contains only a total 4 letters.
Hmm.
Then
Fourth
it
letter
will be
is not
shown.
there. Fourth
Yes, yes.
letter is not
Uh,
there. So so up to where the value is there, that will get displayed. Only 3 letters are there, so that will get displayed.
okay.
Now, what is defect life cycle? So remember, guys, once upon a time we were learning in the testing life cycle. Correct? In the testing life cycle, I have shown you guys defect life cycle also. Defect life cycle is also called as bug life cycle. Correct? Wait, let me show you guys that once upon a time things. Now, here you can see from here. Defect life cycle is from here to here. Bug life cycle, defect life cycle, same thing. What about testing life cycle? So testing life cycle, guys, it is from here to here. Bug life cycle from here to here, half only. So what is bug life cycle? So here, test execution, we will execute, find the bug, report it to developer, developer will fix it. Then we will re-verify by doing the retesting. If everything is fine, we will close it. If it is not solved, then we will reopen. This is called bug life cycle. Okay. Which defect life cycle you are using? Which defect life cycle you are using? Defect life cycle tool. I feel that it is a typo error. Which defect life cycle tool you are using? Okay. Your defect life cycle is same thing. It is nothing. Means it will be common, but tool will be different. Which defect life cycle tool you are using? So guys, here Those you are using ALM, you can say ALM, Jira, QC Center, Bugzilla, ServiceNow. Okay, so these all are the defect lifecycle tool. Okay, but only one guys in a single project. Means not like means in my current project I am using two defect lifecycle tool. Answer is no. Always one. Defect lifecycle tool or project management tool, same thing only. Because in the ALM, imagine that ALM, there we can raise a defect also, and there the project can also be maintained. So project management tool or defect lifecycle tool, same to same thing only. You can say ALM, Jira, QC Center, Bugzilla, ServiceNow, anything, but only one. What is surrogate key? So surrogate key is nothing. It is a auto-generated key by the system where we will not have any control. Whenever we used to insert any value in the table, automatically one surrogate key will get generated. Okay, where we will not have any control. We cannot alter the surrogate key. We cannot modify surrogate key. We cannot delete surrogate key. This thing will not be in our control. Okay. Means why it is not possible? Why you cannot change surrogate key? Because it is a system generated, and anything which is system generated, there we will not have any control. Okay, so that's why our surrogate key will never be duplicate even though if we have a duplicate value in the table. What is the uses of the surrogate key? So uses of the surrogate key is we can say it can be used to delete the duplicate value from the table, which you guys have seen in the running class. How to find the duplicate value, that is a different thing. How to remove the duplicate value from the table. There we are using row ID, correct? So you can say surrogate key can be used to remove the duplicate values from the table. If they ask here, very smartly they will ask one question. They may ask one question that, have you ever deleted the duplicate value from the table? Or then what you have to say? No. As a ETL tester, we don't have the access, but I know the syntax how to remove duplicate value from the table. Okay. So tell them that you have not deleted, but you don't have knowledge gap. You are aware. Okay. Now, next one is what is row number? So what is a row number, guys? Anyone have any idea?
Row
Choose
number
the
will
following.
sequential generated number.
Yes. Row number is nothing. It is a sequentially generated number which will be assigned for every record in the table, guys. A row number is also a surrogate key only. Okay. So our row num will never be duplicate. Our row num, guys, it will never be duplicate even though if we have a duplicate value in the table. Row num and row ID, even the row ID also, it will never be duplicate. Okay, no problem. Now, here you can see the next question. Question number 20. How to find duplicate records from the table? So how you can say? So you have two option. Option one, you can say the syntax. Option two, you can maintain the silence. Okay, by maintaining the silence also, duplicate values can be removed from the table, guys. Okay, consider one example. Imagine that first I will tell you guys by using the syntax. How by using the syntax it can be removed. Wait, let me check any table where we have some data. BTM underscore silk. Okay, no data over here. Yeah, so here you can see we have some duplicate value available. What are the duplicate value? One Rudra. Okay, so here you can see two Anika. Two Anika is here, two Anika is here, two Anika is here. This one and this record. So in this table you guys can see some duplicate value is there, some unique value is there. Okay, like one Rudra is a unique value, 4 mega is a unique value, correct? So that is fine. So from this table we want to know what are the duplicate values from the table. So what will be the syntax? So here you have to just mention select ID, comma, name, comma, ma
Manager,
manager ID,
count star,
comma, okay, yeah, count star. Go ahead
from table name,
from table name. So table name is HP.
HP,
Hmm,
group by ID
group,
name manager,
okay, group by. So here in
ID
the yes,
manager,
correct. Because in the group by what we have to do? We have to mention same column name which we have mentioned in the select statement. Then
having having count star greater than
having count of star
greater than
greater than 1 semicolon execute. Now so here you can see we got the result means id 2 Ankita and manager id 3 this record in the table how many times it is available 3 times. You can see this is the duplicate values means this record these all record is available how many times. Duplicate means more than one time, correct, more than one time. So here you can see these are the record. Okay, whichever value is mentioned one time, that is not a duplicate value, so that will not get displayed. Whichever value is available more than one time doesn't matter 2 times or 200 times. Okay, so all records will get display over here. Now, from the email ID, get name in one column and domain in the another column. Okay, means consider one example. Imagine that I have one table. Wait.
Vishnu, before that, can you also show like how to delete the duplicate value?
No, before that, no. Before I will finish this one. Okay, Hexaware question. After that, I will show you. Today only.
Okay,
After that, not
okay,
in the
Vishnu.
middle.
Okay, Vishnu.
Okay. Now, anyone, can you please confirm what is the syntax to remove the duplicate value from the table?
delete from table name
Hmm?
where row ID not in
Hmm?
brackets open select min row ID from table name group by ID.
Yes. You can see because for them the it is covered, guys. Okay, so that's why they are aware. No worries. So wait, I will just show you guys one table where we have the email ID and all the things. UK underscore. Okay, no. Okay, just now we have seen one table where it was. Okay, I will do one thing. I will create one table and I will insert some email ID. Table, you can say BTM underscore Nepal. Email ID, sorry. Now, guys, so in this table, just have a look. Select star from table name means BTM underscore Nepal. Now, have a look on the output window. Okay. So here, okay, I feel that this record got inserted 2 times. No problem. So from this table, guys, from the email column, we want all the name in one column and all the domain. Domain means what? Means gmail.com, yahoo.com, Wipro, Infosys, Gmail in the another column. Okay, so how we can get it? Anyone? Any idea? Once upon a time we were learning in the running class. Can you please tell what will be the syntax? Select, I will type on behalf of you. Yeah, go ahead.
Substring,
Hmm.
open bracket,
Mm-hmm.
email ID, comma 1,
Hmm.
in-string, comma in-string,
Hmm.
open bracket,
Hmm.
email ID,
Hmm.
comma,
Hmm.
at the rate,
At the rate will be under single quote or without?
sorry, that is not at the rate. The symbols, whatever the, this,
The
Which one?
cap symbol.
Sorry, not getting. Email ID then?
semicolon.
Semicolon.
No, sir.
No, no, take your time. No worries. No worries. This is for every one of you whose topic is covered, not only for one person. Can you please go a bit louder? I feel that I'm getting some answer, but it is voice is very low. Anyone? 10 a.m. Just observe the thing. At the rate, okay?
Not at the rate.
Okay. Whatever you guys will say, I will mention. No worries.
Close the bracket,
Close the bracket, okay?
-1,
-1,
close the bracket.
close the bracket
Yeah, I mention it as a name,
as name,
a comma,
comma,
substring,
hmm,
ID,
a substring,
substring, open the bracket,
hmm,
email ID,
hmm,
comma 1,
hmm,
in string,
hmm,
email ID, comma,
hmm,
in the single quote at the rate,
hmm,
close the bracket,
hmm,
+1, one error.
hmm.
Yeah, as a domain name,
Okay.
close the bracket,
Hmm,
as a domain name
hmm.
from BTM network.
Okay. Anyone, any changes you guys want to do? Observe the thing. No issue.
From
In the place of at the rate symbol, we used to underscores.
Where? Here.
Yes, sir.
Underscore.
No,
Underscore.
sir. At the rate symbol is fine, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. No, sorry. I feel that it is typo error. Email here. Now you can see some issues are there. What we have got the result. I will just show you. I will just mention email ID also. Requirement is not this one, guys. You guys are telling the answer, correct answer. Name we have got. You can see from the email ID column, name we have got. Anu, Nuzhat, Pratibha, Savita, Parikshit. Name column we have got. Domain we didn't receive.
in the domain, we place email ID instead of here Gmail ID.
Yes, domain is not coming correctly. In the domain, it should come like Gmail, Yahoo, but it is coming something else. Guys, this one, some issue, name column is coming correctly. Correct. There is no issue with the name, so this one is fine. Some issue with this one. Some issue with this one.
Can you replace @ with the dot?
Sir, remove one, sir.
This
Just
one,
remove one. Yes, sir.
this, okay. Yes, you can see. Who was telling dot? Homi Jahangir Baba? New invention? Guys, if you will do any new research, that will become a concern. Okay, so don't say like that. Just only pass the same message, guys, which I have shown you in the running class. Because giving the answer in the interview and giving correct answer in the interview both are two different things. Both are two different things. So that's why. No problem. Now, wait. Now, so the next question.
Sir, can you explain that syntax?
Oh, no problem. So here, what exactly? Okay, I will explain it. Actually, it was the class topic. I will explain now only. So what exactly the requirement is? From the email ID column, we want some data. What data you want? So we want name in one column, domain in the another column. Okay, so name means what? So name is not fixed, guys. You can see Anushri. How many characters are there? Close to 7 characters are there in the name column. Correct. For Nuzat, how many characters are there? 6 characters is there. For Anu, 7 is there. For Pratibha, firstly I had mentioned double R, guys. Pratibha, close to 10 11 characters are there. Savita, only 5 characters are there. Parikshit, close to 11 12 characters are there. Maybe somewhere John, only 4 character is there. John at gmail.com. Correct. So from these all type of email ID, we want name in the one column. So guys, for everywhere in the email ID column, what is the common thing? So the common thing, guys, is at the rate. Means technically you can say we want the data at the rate data. This before at the rate all the data we want in one column. Technically it will be called as name column. Before at the rate Pratibha is there. Before at the rate Savita is there. Before at the rate Parikshit is there. Before at the rate John is there. Tom is there. It could be anything. So we want only that much data. And just now at the top, I was discussing about substring. Substring, what it will do? It will give you some portion of the values. Portion of the values means what? Means some data which we needed. Okay, means we have to apply substring. Over which column you want to apply? I want to apply for email ID column. So we had mentioned. Starting value 1. Because for every name it will start with the first letter only. So starting value 1. Ending value. So ending value is not fixed. Maybe the ending value Anushri it is ending value is 9. Anusri it is 2 only. Maybe for Nuzhat is containing 7 characters, so 7. So ending value is not fixed. Then what is the common thing? Common thing is at the rate. Means I am telling the SQL end where the at the rate you will find. Okay. So so that how we can get it? So get that we can get it by using inString. Substring will give you some data from outside. Instring will give you guys some data from the inside of the content. From the inside of the content. From the inside of the content, what you want? So I want to search at the rate. From this table, from this column, I want to search at the rate. Means I am telling the SQL, applying inString over which column? Over email ID column. Here, what you want to search? I want to search at the rate, where at the rate is. Because at the rate is the common symbol, ending value for name column. Correct. So at the rate. After that, I'm putting -1. Okay, why -1? Because imagine that email ID and at the rate. At the rate where it is coming. Maybe for the Anushri it is coming at 9th place. Maybe for Nuzat it is coming 6th place. Maybe Pratibha, it is coming 7th place. So it is coming at the rate where it is coming. So 7, 6, 9 like that it is coming. Okay. So that is fine. But I don't want that one. We don't want at the rate. We want one lesser value from at the rate. Means imagine that for Anushri, the at the rate came at the ninth position. So I will do, I have done over here -1. So this -1, what it will do? In place of 9, it will count 8 only. So Anushri, 8 means 1, starting value 1, and this in string at the rate will -1 will return the value 8. Okay, so 1 comma 8 will become my ending value, ending letter. So starting value, and this is the starting value, 1 will be the starting value, guys. Correct. 1 will be the starting value over here, and ending value will be what? It will get changed for everywhere. Where it will count, where at the rate is there, from there, one record it will subtract. Okay, like imagine that John at the rate. So John at the rate means JOHN. 4 letter is there, at the rate is 5 letter. Okay, so in string email ID at the rate. So here it is coming, at the rate is coming at the fifth place. So 5 is fine. -1. -1 means it will become 4 only, because it was counting at the rate, including at the rate, it was counting, means fifth letter was at the rate, and -1 if I will do, so 4 letter, so ending value will become 4. So that will get display. Okay, so that is the thing for the name column. Same manner for the domain column. Imagine that now we wanted to know what is the domain, Gmail, email, Wipro, Infosys, what is that? So that how we can get it. So here you can see, means we want, means from the email ID column, we want some data, portion of the data. How we can get? We can get it by using the substring. So what you wanted to know? So what you want to apply? I want to apply substring for the email column over this column. What data you want? What is the starting value? Now this time I want the starting value is domains, means Gmail, Yahoo, Wipro, Infosys, and Gmail, like that. But that is length is not fixed again. Maybe here Gmail is coming on the 5th position. Here it is coming on the 27th position. It is coming on the 11th position. Like that it is coming at the rate. Correct. So what is your starting value? So for getting the starting value, here I am putting the in string. Inside the substring, we are putting in string. In string means I want from internal, something from the internal data. In string, over which column you want to apply? I want to apply for email column. Okay, email column I want to apply. What do you want to search? Email in string will search something. What do you want to search? I want to search at the rate. Where at the rate is there? Maybe for Anushri it is coming on the 11th position at the rate. Maybe for Nuzat it is coming on the 7th letter. Maybe for Pratibha it is coming on 27th letter. Means at the rate it is coming. So at the rate it will search. Means first for the Anushri, imagine that 11th letter is the at the rate. Okay, so from there, what is the starting value we are putting? So starting from there, +1 means imagine that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 and at the rate 8. So this syntax, guys, up to here, this syntax will return the value 8. Means where the at the rate is there, up to there it will get counted, and from there +1. Because +1 is what? Means Gmail. So maybe the Gmail is on the 9th position. So email ID, what is the starting position? Starting position is 9. 9, and we didn't ended anything. Like ending value we haven't mentioned. This value will return the starting value. Okay, ending value we didn't mention. So if we didn't mention, then till last it will pick. So here you can see it is taking, because Gmail will have maybe 11.5 later. Infosys is bit bigger. So here if I will fix it, it will become a concern, and there is nothing ending symbol. Correct. So nothing we had mentioned. So it came as a domain. Okay, no problem. Okay, now. Sorry, we are reaching the time. No worries. Only 2 questions is there. Within 5 minutes, it will be done. How to get the second highest salary from the table? How to get the second highest salary, guys, from the table?
Inline
Remember?
query.
Yes,
Dance rank.
yes. Technically, yeah, dense rank is correct, but that dense rank technically it is called inline query. Okay, because in the inline query only that dense rank we will use. Now, so here you guys can see. I will just give one example. So here, the moment The question is asked, how to get the second highest salary? One of you had given the answer inline query. One of you had given the answer dense rank. Which is the correct syntax? Technically, if they imagine that the interviewer is very specific. Okay, for the correct answer. He don't want any oriented answer. So which is the correct answer? So guys, here inline keyword is the correct answer. Because the inline, we will be using all the dense rank, order by, and all the things, renaming, and all the things. Okay, but dense rank, simply plain dense rank will not give the value of the second highest salary. Okay, so that will be not. So guys, giving the answer in the interview and giving the correct answer in the interview, both are two different things. Sometimes we used to have illusion that yes, I have given the correct answer in the interview. This time I will get selected. Answer is no. Y- The answer is correct as per your concept, as per your thinking. But we have to go with the interviewer thinking, what he thinks. Okay, because you can see this question was mentioned over here in the Hexaware, one of the question I feel analytical function. So the moment I was telling analytical function just now, what message I had passed? Technically, analytical functions are rank, dense rank, sum, max, mean, average, and count. Correct? This is actual answer. But some of the interviewer feels rank and dense rank is only analytical function. Some of will have the better knowledge. They are well aware. Apart from rank, dense rank, sum, max, mean, average, and count also falls under analytical function only. But at that time, we cannot improve interviewer knowledge. If we will try to improve, he will take in the ego. And due to his ego, we will lose the thing. So sometimes it happens, guys. So don't take it very seriously at that time. So just stick to the correct answer, which you feel, which you have learned. Okay. So that is the thing. Now, so here. So which is the best answer? So guys, the best answer is you can say either by using inline query we can get it. But here another approach is also there. Okay, by using subquery. By using subquery also we can get it. Okay, so subquery answer, guys, you can see in the SQL class, SQL nodes, SQL nodes, which SQL query nodes which I had given. Okay, so there it is mentioned. I had mentioned how to get the second highest salary by using subquery. So second highest salary, if they're asking specific for the second highest salary, then you can say I can solve this answer in two different manner. One by using subquery, by another by using the inline query. Okay, if they have told second highest, okay, or first highest, so up to 1 to subquery is fine. But if they're asking 11th highest salary, 19th highest salary, at that time subquery will not work properly. Because in that time, 18, are you going to write down 18 times the subquery? Answer is no. Then which is the better option? Inline query. Okay. So every question, it is not only about this question. Every question in the interview, if you feel that you can solve this question in two different manner or three different manner, because in SQL, a single question can be asked, can be solved in multiple manner. Correct. So if you feel that this question you can solve in two different manner or three different manner, first pass that message. Imagine that this question has been asked and you are well aware that I can solve it in two different manners. So don't say directly inline query and be silent. Okay, answer is no. You have first what you have to say. You have to say I can solve this question in two different manner. One by using inline query, another by using subquery, and tell both the syntax. So because in the interview for a single question, if they are getting multiple answer, okay, then it gives some different impression in the interview. Okay, so that's why. So how to get the second highest salary? That I will show you guys. Imagine that by using subquery only or inline query. No. So here, select star from, select, then we will open the bracket, select employees dot star, comma, dense rank, open bracket, close bracket, over. Imagine that if I will mention directly to,
Vishnu,
sorry,
1 minute. Employee
select,
spelling and order spelling.
Order boy.
order.
Order.
Now guys, so here you can see the moment we will mention directly to, here what will happen? Directly, second highest salary, it will get displayed. Here if I will mention ampersand salary, okay, ampersand means holding value. And if I execute it, then here the pop-up window will come, here we'll mention to, and you can see we will get the result. So both are correct approach. Here directly you can mention the value if you want, or you can mention ampersand. Both are correct approach. Second approach is by using subquery. So for this guys, every one of you, today you guys have to go with the SQL query notes, which I have shared with you people. Okay, and check it out. Second last page, or third last page. Okay, out of these three pages, it will be definitely it will be there. And tomorrow you guys have to tell me by using subquery also. Now, and the last question. What are the validation you perform in your project? So what are the validation you had performed in your project? So here you can see, first observe your resume. So here you can see so many validations you have mentioned in the resume only. Verifying the data which is loaded in the target table. Okay. What is the next validation? Verifying the data in the database after ETL process. Prepare and run the SQL query to verify the dimension table. You guys are not doing fact table, guys. Okay. Now, then what are the next validation you do perform? So next validation you do perform preparing the test data for the testing, verifying the data which is loaded in the target, that is we had already rolled. Okay. Identify the test script for the regression testing, defect analyzing, and reporting into the QC. Defect analyzing will come under the validation. And the best part, you can say, from the project. In the project, we were doing the validation. So what are the validation you do perform? So here we do perform, or in the strategies which we have learned, the thing in the Informatica. So here the validation we do perform data completeness test, count check, duplicate check, mapping validation, transformation logic check. Once we load transformation logic check, okay, the data which is loaded, then constant check, null check, data type check, data length check. Okay, so these are the validation we do perform, and these points which we have which we had mentioned over here. Okay, so these are the validation which we do perform for our ETL project. Okay, no problem. Okay, so guys, this question bank will be loaded in the same drive which I have shared you guys.
Can you share the drive link again?
Okay, sure, no problem. I will share it now. One, those who don't have the drive link, you can just message me hi in the WhatsApp. I will share it to you. Okay.
Sure,
Now
sure.
only you can message, no problem.
Vishnu, one question I wanted to
Mm.
ask.
Mhm.
So if the interviewer will ask like why you wanted to change your previous organization, so what will be the positive answer we should like?
Okay. So guys, for this question, there is no fixed answer. Okay, there is no fixed answer. Every time we have to give some buttering answer or some diplomatic answer, which they can get convinced. Generally, this question they are asking from the freshers or who have close to 2 3 years or below 4 years of work experience. From that they ask. From the senior employees like 5+ years of experience, they don't ask the question. So if they're asking that why you want to switch your organization, okay, or why you want to switch your job, then here what one of the answer you can say, that to improve my skills. To improve my skills, I want to change the organization because since long time working in the organization and I have got a lot of skills, but I didn't got a chance to explore my skills in the real time. Okay, I'm not getting the chance because since long time I'm performing on the same thing only and same day. Every day performing the same thing. So that's why I want to make some changes to improve my skills also. I want to make the changes and to whatever the skills has been improved so that I can utilize it for the upcoming projects. Okay, so that's why. Means some diplomatic answer we have to give. No worries. Okay, guys, then we are done for the day. Again, we will connect tomorrow with new question bank. And those who don't have the drive link, you can just message me hi. I will share it to you. Okay, no problem. Thank you. Thank you all.